me a moment. Sorry about that. G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to Dave Talk Stuff. Ukraine. Oh, sorry. Wrong. Sorry. Tabletop News. I'm your host, the author, David Applegate, author of the book, The Boyhood of Cade, Power Gains, and Into the Else Bound. I'm sorry about that. Wake up. All right. Tabletop News. And we have a lot to cover. Now, I'd first like to thank the patrons and other supporters who help make this channel possible, and invite you to join them at the end of the show. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, I'm sort of leaning to still thinking that this is some sort of joke, that this is a political cash-in, and basically the timing, of course, is highly political. But you never know. I think the people behind it actually, unironically, don't realize that they've just made a mockery of everything. So, you know, that's what misspent youth do. Anarchists, particularly people politically minded, don't actually they're on the verge of a mental breakdown when it comes to thinking they're some sort of superhero fighting Nazis. But if that's your thing, if that's your cup of tea, go ahead. It's $12.95 for the starter pack. And for a bunch of anarchists, they sure have a high retail price of $70 for what essentially is, 20. Yeah, not too bad, but still, a bunch of anarchists who pretty much have a high price, although they're very good art. Even it is a early 90s style, more grunge than retro. Yeah, it seems they're very into subversive takes on stuff. Anyhow, let's see, where's the level up? Yes, $26.30. Level up and you get the complete collection. Claim a better world. Do not. Because the subverted version of Star Wars. The so-called now and ever revolution of the 16-year-old. Definitely misspent youth. This is of the punk. The thing is, if you look at punk, they're anti-establishmentarian. And when the left becomes the establishment, of course they step on the punks, because the whole punk movement always shifts to contrary to that of the establishment. Anyhow, level up, it does get you the hilariously unironic, which they think they're heroes, but eat the Reich about vampire commandos on a mission. Like, wow. No God's country. Building heaven on earth. For the chosen, of course. Moonpunk. I mean, if you don't take these seriously, they would be a lot of fun. I think they weren't. I think they were meant to be taken seriously and to be part of propaganda, but you never know. They might have actually had a sense of humor at the time, and it's just grown a bad reputation. It's hard to know. There isn't much information on them, and I'm not really going to dive deep into punching Nazis, because I think it's fascist to actually do that. It's like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk used to be about anti-corporatism, but it's become a corporate entity. The irony, eh? And, now this is a bunch of Cyberpunk one-shots. Entire collection for $6.95. You get the core rules of what is called CBR and PNK. Cyber plus punk. Sort of uses a lot of the same lingo from other cyberpunk. It's a retro, again, the retro 90s art, rather colourful, very, very interesting art though. And you have some plugins, which of course are supplements. And then you got runs, which are adventures. I actually have this set. And it does actually look good. It's very light, but it looks good. Now, solo rules. Looks good. Oh, sorry. Too far. Now, this is parts per million solo bundle. $7.95 gets you the starter collection. Now, if you pay $21.42 or more, you level up and get the entire collection, which includes the bonus. Now, this ain't got long to go, couple of days. Now, for the minimum price, you get the Player's Guide to Solo Role-Playing with the Sorcerous engine, 3 easier solo titles for solo play, and some rule sets for basic role-playing, masks, and Monster of the Week. But level up is where you're at, and this gives you 11 complete rule sets for 13th age, 2d20. Now, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but I'll probably have to look it up. There's a system I think I have, which is 2d20. Just can't remember its name right now, but it is not a bad system. For some reason, I'm still more partial to D6 than D20. Now, the Between, Dungeon Crawling Classics, and Old School Essentials, and many others. I mean, the retail price on this alone is worth the set. And then you got the cut-ups, scripts, which you could pretty much put together adventures with. And yes, I have it. Now, Dusk. This is a re-release of a April 2021 fantasy role-playing heist action game from Scratchpad Publishing. Now, $7.95 gets you the core collection. Level up by beating the threshold price of $18.47. Now, of course, that gets you the bonus collection. Now, the starter collection gives you Dust to the Outlaws, Cartels, and Jobs in the Crooked Town of New Dunhaven. Form a crew of criminals, move in outlaw circles. You have your own turf. These various cartels with their own turf as well. Specialties, motives, and methods. Cartels sort of respect each other's turfs, and large-scale war is. But when they need a job done, they assign it to crew, and that's where players step in. You got to know the rules of New Dunhaven, It's a massive urban environment, sort of like New York City. And of course, there's jobs. This is basically to get you started, but you level up and you get turf wars, more jobs, and then, of course, the thing that a lot of modern gaming is into, of course, is adding a zombie mode. Now, an interesting one is FTL Nomad. Core rules, $12.95 gets you the collection. One price gets it all. Now, Faster Than Light Nomad is high adventures in near and future settings. You taught it heroes and villains exchanging laser fire, desperate space truckers struggling against alien monstrosity, vast alien vistas, flying cities, moonscapes, mad robots, close encounters, future far and near. The rules are streamlined and yet comprehensive for a variety of settings, interstellar travel, etc. etc. You've got equipment for high and low tech, cybernetics, pharmaceuticals, galactic age, cosmic age, etc. Ultra tech gadgets, streamlined vehicle combat. And of course, you've got supplements, mecha, spacecraft, and synthoids. Then, of course, you've got jobs. This one has you transporting aid. About the usual formalities of customs, of course, and there's always opportunities to siphon off valuable supplies. Criminality is a common theme, cyberpunk, outlaws. So you got a lot. There's not a lot of action adventure actually playing the hero, which is weird, but I think that's the punk genre, the crime genre, it's still pretty high. I would, of course, I believe most of the classics, however, in tabletop, still has some sort of heroic element to it. Now, before I continue, I'm going to bring up my Erotic Tales from the Empire. Cade's come of age. And he's doing more than sowing his wild oats. Everything Cade does and says has a purpose, even when he lies, misleads, or misdirects. And then we have book 1, continuation of the series, 4th in the series. You can either start or continue the saga through this Kickstarter. Please and thank you. These are signed copies, or you have the rewards. You have the ebook, special edition, as well as bookmark, paperback, and hardcover. Again, this is a special edition signed copy. Now we go over to Drive-Through RPG. Now there's not a lot this week, and I've noticed a lot of people have left X, but people are slowly coming back, and those who don't, you won't be missed. I'm sorry, but I think people who have tantrums over politics deserve all the lunacy and trouble that your intellectual bubble brings you, because I feel that most of those people who go over the blue sky, they're never going to support the likes of you and I, they're never going to be your true friend. They are merely a parasite who wants to either reach into your pocket or get you to reevaluate your life to their way of thinking. Now, again, this week, some of the popular role-playing games have been not D&D. I'm pretty surprised. Although I shouldn't be, but I think D&D players, I think they are gravitating towards just the electronic games. I think the tabletop side is in decline while the digital side is climbing. And perhaps I am clinging to a nostalgia where I, with rose-coloured glasses, I see the tabletop game as the superior product. But of course, it is the ultimate in solo play, is it not, to have the digital game. And after all, when we play the game, we wanted to be immersed in these worlds, and now you can. And now that we can, a lot of us are returning to the tabletop, but not that many. Still, I have high hopes of people returning to tabletop gaming on some level, because these VG games, they're overpriced. And they're only a few, some of them are only a few hours of gameplay. The rest is just busy work, and eventually, you know. Well, anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. Through the Sunken Lands, the Sorcerous and the Weird, another unique system, this one from Flatland Games. Forbidden secrets lie before you, though few in number, and their nature is strange, demon spirits, and magic. And the Major's full enough, to treat them almost every story in the Sunken Lands. Yeah, so it's a eternal struggle fought across a beautiful battlefield with a variety of weapons. Wizards hide amongst the vastness in secret orders, spirits across the ether of the multiverse, and every dreamer searches for something between the worlds. But it's a sorcerer's game, and if you have background in old school role playing, you are comfortable with the rules. You have sorcerers, you have guidelines for the magic arts, including alchemy, spirit binding, and dream shaping. You have a host of spirit types, magical creatures, and beast, basically. Sorry, I can't pronounce that one. Advice tables and guidelines for psychedelic journeys. You have character playbooks and scenarios for journeys across the plains. It's a unique system, and of course, see, comes in PDF, yeah. Right. Blades in the Dark. This is Forged in the Dark. Deep Cuts is a 118-page expansion for Blades in the Dark, containing a treasure trove of lore, settings, materials. Again, this is one of the best sellers. You have world tracking events, flexible rules for harm and trauma, advancement systems, modified advancement system, diceless downtime, a modified load system, a new action system that overhauls and streamlines actions, revolutions, mechanics. 5 out of 5 in 8 ratings, which is pretty good for an indie to get that sort of level of praise. I know normally there's a lot more on offer, but these are very small packs compared to most recent ones. I do like this one. I do think it's the best this week. Not far behind, and not far behind. I think this one has a bit of a promise. If you play it on the hilarity side or the mocking side, I think it would provide much better entertainment if it was less serious. But that's just my thoughts. What are yours? And do appreciate each and every one of you. And I thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now, of course, I'm going to ask you to support the channel. As always, a shout out to the Men's Room and Anime Night 1992 over at YouTube. But, of course, you can support me on Ko-Fi, Future Fantasy, Patreon at my writing Patreon at David T Applegate, and my RPG Future Fantasy at Future Fantasy, one word, based on my writing. Now, it's a D6, but I am considering a D20. I don't know. It depends on the popularity. It depends on demand, if I can get. I am working on an alternate rule set, so we'll see. So, all my links, buy my books, buy my merch. Now, all my links are in the link tree in the description below, in my profile, or use the QR code on the screen. Please, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Can give us, if you like the content, please give us a like. Please and thank you. See you in the next video. Bye for now.